Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Ronan. Thanks God for another day of life. Thank you for breath in our lungs. Just to be alive and healthy is a blessing. Let's get into it. Today is January 2nd, 2026. Happy New Year's. Hope you all had a fantastic new year. We're starting the year off strong and we're gonna stay consistent. Let's do it. Trade reviews of the day. I am in the green, $121. I wasn't able to post the last few days. I mean, New Year's, so the market was closed, but then the day before, I did a whole recording and it didn't save. So I decided not to post. But today we're back. I want to review the trades. Going to be a little bit of a shorter day. I only took 3 trades today. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's start off with LVRO. LVRO, this is one of the trades that I get from Al Brooks. Al Brooks says if you see something moving, put a little bit of money in, wide stop. If you feel like, hey, I really want to get in, hey, just get in. Just put enough money where, or put in an amount where you're just like, you know what, I don't care. Because when you see something moving fast, it may not get a pullback. And this is how I felt. I saw a big move up, a little pause, big move up here, another huge move up. So on the 5 minute, to be honest, was a little bit extended. This could have easily just crashed and could have hit my stop. I'll be honest. But you know what? I got in and then got out at the top over here. I waited 5, 10, about 15 minutes to take a good chunk of profit. And on the 1 minute, I got in. So I got in right here. And I put my stop. Must have put my stop right here. So what, an entry at 1.082. So that's about a 16 cent risk. Yeah, I put a little bit, maybe, just it was going up, and then I managed it from there. I got out a little bit here. Um, I bought more here, bought more here, buy on the pullback, got out here, got out here, got out here. So this is one of those trades where it's like, why did I get in the first place? Al Brooks says that when you see a stock rising very fast and you want to get in and you see that everybody's also getting in, just throw in a little bit, wide stop. It's only if it's one of those movements that is so strong that we're unlikely to get big pullbacks. And honestly, we did get a big pullback. I mean, we got a pullback to right here. We got a pullback to right here. So this would have been a great entry. How do you know when to get in on pullbacks? So every pullback is really a reversal attempt in the opposite direction by the bears. So this is an attempt by the bears to reverse. Okay. What ends up happening is when the reversals fail, and 80% of the time, according to Al Brooks, they do fail, you get what is a wedge. It's a bull flag. So you can see bull up, flag. Next entry would have been right here. This would have been a great pullback entry. But how do you know that it's not going to be a full-on reversal and that it's just going to end up into a pullback? we're looking at the nature of this. This is very important. Look at this bar right here. What's the pullback showing? Let's just analyze the pullback here. Um, so we've got a shooting star doji. And if I see that, I'm out. That's a very strong reversal signal. Then we've got very low volume. Then we've got higher volume. So it's increasing. And then we've got a bull flag. I mean, a bull candle. So increasing volume on the way down. This is a bear candle. Then we got a bull candle. It's not really showing me a strong sign of reversal. So that would have been quite a bit of a risky trade to get in right there. But the thing you got to see is this was really just the first pullback. First pullback. Second pullback, I consider this. Usually things move here. I mean, we can know 1, 2. So how we can expect 2 legs on a strong momentum stock. So here we got those 2 legs. 1, pull back, 2, pull back. We even got a third leg. It gapped up. So we even got 3 legs here. So rule of thumb then in the future, you know, if you're looking at the first pullback, maybe and it's down to VWAP. It's not showing up. You know, that's lower risk. First and second pullback are relatively lower risk. You want to get in on the low of the pullback once we have confirmation that the bulls have taken back control. And here, I want to say that, honestly, I didn't know when they took back control because we're increasing volume on the move down. These are, you know, valid bear trend bars. This may have very well just continued back down, but it shot up. So, I mean, we could have gotten in the first candle over candle. Let's just say like this candle right here. Once we saw that it broke that, this probably would have been the best entry with an exit. So let's say we got in at 1.107. Probably put my exit at 1.107, 1.0. So that's a 5 cent. Hey, 5 cent stop. Yeah, we'll take that. That's a great scalp right there. I mean, what would it go to? If you took it up all the way here, you're looking at, yeah, I mean, 5 cent risk to make 18 cents. That's a 3x. That's a 3x risk reward right here for this move. And where's your target? Well, our target's this top right here. We know that the bulls can take it here, so that's where we probably put our top. And it did go up there. Look, it did. I remember this. It gapped up, quickly got pushed down. If you had bought here, you would have made some money because it halted, but I stopped buying here. This is a rookie's mistake. So what I'm learning here is that, you know, honestly, got lucky. Threw in low amount, high stop loss on a fast moving stock. Sometimes you'll get burned. Sometimes, like in this case, you'll make some money. So the more professional move is to wait for the pullback. Wait for the first pullback to 921 EMA plus VWAP. What you want to see on that pullback is decreasing volume, selling, ideally a clear level of support, and we'll see that verified by signal candles, like hammers, dojis, that show that the bears can't get through anymore. And then we want to see bull trend candles in the other direction, holding higher lows. And then what we're looking for, our target is to a move to the top of the bull flag, probably take 75% off once we get there, and leave 25% for a parabolic, for a breakout. That's just cherry on top. Next, Chow made 32 bucks on this. I need to get some indicators here to show y'all. I use VWAP. There we go. Let's see if we can get the EMAs in here. Really, I want to style this the same way that I have my. Yeah, this is how I have my chart. I like just looking black and white. Um, VWAP, just adding the EMAs for y'all. Yeah, let's do that. Save. Please save. Yeah, so, all right. I have a rule of thumb that as a bull trader, and I'm only going long, um, rule of thumb here is to only trade above 20 watt, VWAP 9 and 21. So, rule of thumb for going long, only trade above 9, 21, and VWAP. Why? That shows we are in an uptrend. Okay? So why don't we want to take this type of trade? This is not a good trade. I made 30 bucks on it, but it's not a good trade. It's a low probability trade because I'm trading against the trend. I literally just I bought at a low of, so I bought right after a big trend bear candle, expecting a reversal up, and we got it. I bought here. I bought here. It went down. I bought more down here. So buying the pullback. That's what pro traders do, according to Al Brooks. Pro traders are buying the pullbacks rather than exiting. Amateur traders will exit once they see the stock go down. But if you're confident that the price is going back up, the pullback is just the opportunity to get in cheaper. So this went in right here. Went in right here as well. Okay. And exited, took profits on the way up. This is honestly a poor trade Because what I'm doing essentially, what I'm doing is trading against the trend. This is the trend. Okay. How do we know this? We're below VY, below 9, below 21. I was really just buying the low of the range, expecting a move back up to the top of the range. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to bounce off here and go all the way back up so I could make 25 cents. But in reality, that probably won't happen. I bought in a bull wedge in a longer term prime for the primary trend. So I was trading against trend. Don't do it. Honestly, got a bit lucky here. Next one, $5. Um, bought at the low of a pullback, quickly exited. I could have made a lot more money. What I get in right here? Should have had my stop right there, honestly. What is this? 3.8. Yeah, I should have had my stop right here. Because this was making higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, buy the pullback. This was a great entry, honestly. I really do like this entry because this is, man. Sometimes you look at these stocks and you're like, dang, I wish I got in earlier, but so look, we're obviously in an uptrend. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. Then we get a pullback, extended pullback that actually crossed this higher, that higher low. So this is a reversal attempt right here, especially when you see it crossing this point right here, this previous higher low. This is now attempting to reverse fully, and we held this point right here. So this is a critical point right here, because if the bulls can't hold this point, this would have continued going down for a longer reversal, maybe even a full bearish reversal. So we higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We're in a bull trend. Pullback. Got in at the early point of the pullback on a bull. That's actually a bullish engulfing candle, which I love to see. Like this candle fully, almost pretty much like virtually engulfs the other one. It's close enough. It's not a perfect one, but we'll still take it. I just got out too quick. Like I didn't respect my stop loss. I took profits too fast. Yeah. So why did I get in here? Pullback entry on a bull trend. What's the nature of that pullback right here? Let's look. How does that look? Well, we've got about 60% of the volume and then quick move up. But it was on the last leg. I mean, look, bit of a sloppy trade. First pullback, second pullback. So guys, we were ready. Third pullback. We were ready. So the nature of the pullback. So it was a pullback entry on a bull trend. Third pullback, a bit more risky. It was a one candle pullback with 60% volume. Not great, but not terrible. What I'm learning here, honestly, in a perfect world, I'm seeing this long shooting star doji right here on the 5 minute, and I'm not taking a trade. This right here. In a perfect world, I'm not taking it because I see that. That right there is a huge caution on high volume. So learn. So don't take trade if I see a shooting star doji with high volume on 5 minute. great. Ideally, I don't take the trade after, the second pullback. Okay. What I did good here, I got in at a low. I got in at a low of the pullback as soon as it was reversing. So minimal risk, tight stop. But honestly, improve. I need to respect my stop. I just wanted to get out of here because I had a feeling it would keep going down. I just respect my stop in the future. So let's see. So what works? What works in general? Buying at the low of the pullback that is clearly just take profits from bulls, not strong bears shorting. Okay. Only trading above 921 VWAP in a bull trend. What works is scaling in on pullbacks when I'm sure of my strategy. Also, what works here, like I made $80, is putting in a smaller amount on a fast moving stock that I want to be a part of with a wide stop. What doesn't work here? Getting in on third, fourth pullback on 5 minute, trading against the trend. So as in below 921 VWAP. What also doesn't work, not respecting the stop. My strengths today, you know what? I was okay with throwing in money on a fast moving stock. I figured out what amount I'm okay with putting in when I see that type of move. Buying at the lows rather than chasing highs. I'm improving on that. Rather than trying to be the first one to predict a breakout and buying at the top where it just goes down to the bottom of the range, I'm starting to buy at the low of the range and I'm seeing results. Buy at lows of ranges and take profits on the way up. My weakness here, again, and today I did choose my strength, chose good price action stocks with a lot of volume. And I noticed that towards the end of the day, I just observed my FOMO rather than acting on it and giving up all my profits from the morning. My weakness here, waking up at 6:30 a.m., which was my alarm. I got up at 8. And why is that important? More opportunity. And just like being better prepped for the day, having time to think, having time to be in a good headspace. This is great for mindset. Weakness, trading against the trend. Yeah, changing behaviors for Monday. I will not trade against the trend, and I will really, I gotta hone in on my strategy of like only getting in on clean pullbacks. That's where I thrive. That are early in the overall move of the stock. So like second pullback on the 5 minute. If I don't see pullback, then always look at the 10 second. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back with another review video for Monday. Always, you can hit me up if you have any questions. Like and subscribe. See y'all.